What about you, Connor? Is there any goals at all aside from just make cool stuff?
I don't know.
Something specific.
and rank higher in TFT.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. In my mind, big lofty goals you make at the start of the year are just sort of setting yourself up for disappointment a lot of the times. I find. I think some people, sorry, I sound like I was fucking vomiting. I think some people, they help and some people, they're detrimental. I'm sure you've known many people who have been like, I'm going to do this. And like, they never, ever do anything they ever say ever. I'm sure you know people who do this.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question.
Sure.
Is there anything you're excited to do?
Yeah, loads of things.
Excited about in 2023?
Yeah. Some stuff I don't want to say because
of course.
I don't know if it's going to happen. There's a few things I really want to do. There's a direction I want to go with. Maybe some live stuff that I really want to try and make happen, get off the ground. I think I just want to. I'm always looking to evolve my content because that's how I get like personal fulfillment. Making something cool and having a great time doing it, where everyone wins, like the viewer, I have a great time. People working on it have a great time. Yeah, that's what I really chase. And I think gaming for me is like a great relax, and it's something I always loved my entire life. And if I can find a good game that I love and I don't feel bad about playing, that's a win too. It's like I'm looking for little wins all across the board, right?
I'll take any W I can get.
It's all about the small dubs.
I also want to spend more time with my family this year. I feel like due to COVID, I really get to spend a lot of time with them. Even this year, I only got to saw them like once. In the entire year, like one day. And so
you did. Holy shit!
Wait, was it one day?
Yeah, I've only seen them one day. Because of COVID shit that happened. And I really want to spend more time with them. I also want to just, I weirdly want to just miscellaneously get good at weird stuff. I really want to get a motorcycle license for no reason. Just go. To the UK.
I have thought about getting like a moped license.
So I realized I was like, okay, well, I more often than not when I go and spend time with my family, and this is my brain min-maxing, right? I'm like, oh well, sometimes like during the day they're doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing, and then we all hang out in the evenings and we all have that family time. And I realized, I could probably just go back, do this like 4 or 5 day motorcycle course during the day, and then hang out with them in the evening. And I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I'm
min-maxing family gatherings.
But no, I'm just thinking, I'm like, because I want to do that, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense because I want to do it in the UK as well. Yeah, right. And I'm like, oh, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know why I want to get a I have no desire to actually like ride motorcycles often. I'm like, that would just be cool to have, and also I actually would like to ride some mopeds in Japan and other motorcycles.
I have thought about getting a moped license in Japan, just to be like, it'd be nice to just like, if I had like a couple of hours free, just jump on a moped, just go somewhere.
Weak mopeds you can I think you don't need any particular training for in Japan. I can't remember.
I know I looked into this. In Japan, if you want to ride like those, not a motorcycle, you have to go to like an actual driving school. But like the actual like scooters and like mopeds, you can just, all you have to do is just like go to a place and you can just take an online test, I think.
Because it depends on the CC of the vehicle, right? How powerful.
And you can just take an online test for like $50 or something. And if you pass, you get the license immediately.
Because also we want to do more big things as well. And I thought, it could be really cool if we had like, we did some kind of content that evolved around modes of transport. And if, if I could ride any type of motorcycle. Like, okay, cool. Also, it just feels weird. I'm like, isn't that sick that you can just acquire these like skills? I think that's awesome.
It's collecting the Chaos Emeralds of skills.
Like I don't particularly like, I also
there could not be a more gamer way to say it. You can just acquire skills.
Guys, I kind of discovered life has a skill tree,
I think, and I can min-max. I think that a lot of the times people don't have the time, don't have the money, don't have the need to want to learn some of these more odd skills or not common skills. And I just thought, in opposition, we're extremely lucky, and I feel like I should learn. Just can't constantly be trying to learn new skills that are useful. And I feel like it's 5 days of my life and then I can ride motorcycles the rest of my life. That's pretty fucking sick. Yeah. Like that'd be kind of nice. And I thought about stuff like that. And I'm like, oh man, it would be cool to be able to drive a truck. I don't even know why I want to drive a truck, but I'm like, that'd be sick to be able to do that.
Just to say you can.
Could you imagine it? I'm like, boys, bus, by the way, I'll drive it. Like, that'd be awesome. Like, it's
like that one person that just has every type of license. And it's like, you don't need every type of license.
I have no desire for this. Is it weird that I want to do it? I think so. But I also think that like you
think you get a pilot's license as well?
That's a way more work. That's not like, cause if it's something you could do within X amount of days, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Like why not?
Connor's like min-maxing skill trees. It's like, what's the most skills I can acquire for the least amount of effort. Basically.
No, right. Like there are so many things out there that are like very like not that hard to kind of be able to do, and then you know you can do them for life.
It's like becoming fluent in Japanese now. That's like years of work.
Well, no, like,
becoming a motorcycle driver, 2 days.
See,
work.
I started with learning how to solve a Rubik's
like,
Cube. You know, like, that's pretty easy to do.
So like you know, like the Japanese thing, right? That's a slow burn. That takes a long time. It's
Yes,
not
of
rush.
course.
But like I love the idea that you can do these like short courses or short things, and then you walk out with a lifetime skill.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Absolutely.
And if you have the time and the ability and the money to be able to do it, all right, sure. Like because you can do courses in like it depends on what type of license you want, but you can do it like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to do more.
And then you can
things
transfer
like
to
that as
Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like fucking awesome.
For sure.
That's sick. I want to ride a Harley. That'd be so fucking awesome. Harleys are so sick. I saw these dudes in Japan when we were cycling in Hokkaido, dude. They had like motorcycling across Hokkaido, and it looked so fucking fun. It looks so cool.
I think it's fun because you're doing it with the boys, right?
Yeah, there's like 2 of them doing it, man. I was hyped. But then if you have a certain license, like the best one, you can have people ride with you.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
that
yeah.
would be fucking cool.
That would be
dude.
great.
Like, Joey, hop on the back. Let's go. By the way, I did 3 days of motorcycle training. But you know,
you have to lean into the curve with me.
Yeah. I just thought that's really cool. That'd be fun.
No, 100%.
I really want to try and learn more of these like skills that are very like quick to acquire, but lifetime. You know.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that sentiment. Like, you know, again, like during the pandemic, especially, I was at that point where I'm like, what are like some things that I could easily learn at home that are going to be completely useless to me, but it's just cool to say that I can do it. And like learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube was like one of them. It's like, it's not going to fucking get me.
Everyone had that pandemic skill. That
It's like, it's not going to get me a job,
bread.
but you know, it's a cool bar trick now that I can do. So fuck it, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Like I think that
bar trick.
It's a cool bar trick.
Bartender, bring me a Rubik's Cube.
Bring me a Rubik's
now.
yeah, I think that would be like just awesome. And I'm always wanting to improve myself and learn new skills. And I think, you know, why not? Like, and I don't know why I decided, I was like, I kind of want to learn motorcycle first. That feels very achievable, very easy. Well, not easy, but very, very doable. And also I get to see my family at the same time. So I was like, all right, that sounds like a good goal. For sure. Sounds like a nice one. That'd be fun. Yeah. Maybe then we can do like car versus train versus motorcycle. We'll do that with that. That's right. This is fun. Like, think about the content as well. We get so much content out of this.
Sure.
Always the content brain with you, man.
No, it's both. It's all. It's like if the Venn diagram, it fits everything. That's why am I not doing it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I get it.
That's awesome.
I get it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand, and I totally understand that that's just the way your
That's
brain
how your
is
brain
wired.
works.
You know, you're like
I hate this idea that everything in fucking life you need to be super goddamn passionate about, and that like, oh, you don't have a good enough reason to do something. Fuck off. Maybe I just wanted to fucking do it on a whim.
Maybe I just want to do it.
Maybe I just wanted to try it. Like, I don't know if I like motorcycling. I was never in a family that did motorcycle. I don't fucking know. Well, I want to try it. Let me fucking get the license.
There always has to be a first.
Yeah, like that. I hate this notion that you have to have a good enough reason to do anything for fun or to learn things. You should. It's like, oh, you've never shown an interest in surfing before. Why are you surfing? It's like, fuck off. Maybe I just wanted to try it.
Yeah.
What's like the weirdest thing that you like picked up or learned before, just like randomly? Has there ever been anything like an activity
like a skill?
Huh?
Interpretive dance.
Have you actually?
No, I used to break dance when I was like 12 and I was shit. I'm still shit.
Yeah, because everyone as a kid, they tried this like one weird thing. Everyone has this one weird thing, whether they're a kid or an adult or something. They've tried something, you know, a weird activity that they just never picked up again, for example, because they grew up or they ran out of time or something like that. So like, for example, I remember in university, I did a year of like ballroom and Latin America dancing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think like, the only reason I stopped was because third year of I did 2 years of it. I did like third year of university, I had no time to do it. I think back and I was like, fuck, that was fun as hell, man.
I did karate for 3 months.
You did karate? What belt did you get
roots.
to? What's the one above white? Brown?
Brown, yeah. Brown.
I did karate as a kid as well. I got to brown.
I got to brown, and then the training just got like, it just went like 10 levels higher, and I'm like, I'm good, fam. I'm checking out before I hurt myself.
I just like competitive sports, I guess. Just I always like those.
Yeah, because I noticed with a lot of these activities, right, with karate or something, you know, it's it's easy to like get into, you know, you hit a certain point maybe where it's like brown belt, where it's just like, I'm only casually doing this one activity. And then you will always hit that wall where if you want to make progress, it's just like, oh, the time investment suddenly just jumps up tenfold.
Now I have to be dedicated to doing
this. It goes from like being just a casual fun activity to like a proper hobby. You know what I mean?
There's so many hobbies like that. Like, especially when I was like in high school and shit, there was just so many things like that where I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a go. And then I would get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this. And then I taught myself how to play flute. Just randomly. I never had an interest in the instrument, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll just see if I can learn it. And then I got pretty good, and then and then I hit that wall where it's like, oh, now I have to start learning these like new shit. Nah, I'm alright.
A lot of the times when you become an adult and you're working, you have a lot of time. People just stop learning stuff.
Yeah,
and I find that
because they're content with where they are. Right?
And people also, at least this happened a lot in the UK. People would like make fun of you if you started learning something new, as an adult, because they were self-conscious that they weren't really trying to improve themselves or learn new skills.
Yes,
and I hate that so fucking much.
No, same.
Which is, again, I think
it's not even doing that. I feel like you got like, if you did in the UK, at least in my experience as an adult, if you did something that was just outside of the circle of like what's normal, or just outside of what they perceive you as, your character, then you'd be called out as being like, why are you doing this shit? It's a phase. It's a phase.
Yeah, Australia was the exact same.
Yeah, like, why are you trying to reach Japan? It's so far away. You're moving there,
that's very
and I feel like it's the same thing with like learning as well, because a lot of adults, I feel like why there's this big stigma around, you learn languages, for example, better when you're a kid, or you just learn better when you're a kid. I think that's like complete fucking bullshit. It's just that, number one, you just run out of time to like learn things, because learning takes time. Learning a new skill takes time, but I feel like you are just as capable as an adult learning new things, new skills, whenever you want to. But the problem is, it's just harder to fit around your adult schedule.
That's saying of like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
you absolutely can. It's just a matter of, are you willing to give it a go to begin with? Because if you're not, then of course you're not going to be able to learn.
There's a lot of studies been done that like learning skills and particularly language later on in life is really beneficial to like stopping any kind of, not stopping, but like I think it was like particularly language. If you learn language later on in life, it would reduce the risk of getting like Alzheimer's and stuff like that. Because it was unlocking like a certain part of the brain that you had.
Well, you're keeping your brain active.
I can't remember. It was basically like learning stuff and doing that is very healthy. Whether it be just a Rubik's Cube or learning like flying a plane, like all this stuff is great.
Well, even simple stuff like playing chess or like mahjong and like board games that require a lot of like brain power and thinking is like that's the reason why so many like older people play it. It's because they're keeping their brains active and healthy, right? And it's like that's super important at a certain age. Obviously, not at our age yet, but eventually we'll get to a point, hopefully, if we survive that long, where we'll need activities like that, and we'll need to be curious enough to be like, all right, what's something I can do? What's a new thing I can learn? What's something I can improve on? Because if you're just content with the shit that you have over the 60, 70 years that you've lived, then you're just going to end up being like, well, kind of fucking bored now. Not much to do. Brain empty.
I do want to be able to drive every vehicle. I don't know why.
All right.
What if I have my James Bond moment where I gotta steal every vehicle to get away? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just really like the idea of being able to.
It would be a cool bragging right?
Drive a boat, fly a plane, fucking ride a motorcycle, like do all this cool shit. I don't know why, for no particular
You'd never have to worry when you're going traveling somewhere.
Right? Hypothetical question, all right? We're not on the hypothetical question, all right? We're not on the grind anymore. We're in retirement age. You're in retirement age, okay? You have all the free time in the world and you can do anything you want. What are you doing?
I'll probably get a pilot license. I really want to fucking fly a plane.
I would travel to as many countries as I can. Like just travel the world.
And then I'll do that.
The world. And then I'll do that.
I will fly myself to those countries.
It's like TSA, bitch, please.
This is your captain speaking. Me. Let's go.
I think I would start learning and picking up more musical instruments. I really
You can do that now.
I could. I just like... I miss playing the guitar. I think I could easily
jam out with you, dude.
I miss playing it, but like
you can learn as well.
I'll watch.
Yeah, you can learn as well. It's easy.
But if there's one musical instrument I've always wanted to play, and my favorite musical instrument is probably the piano.
Okay. Saxophone.
Saxophone?
Second.
You want a saxophone?
Saxophone would be fun as fuck.
Dude, you instantly get 10 times sexier.
You do.
I just want to get to the point where all I have to do is and then just that's all. It's like that's the only thing I can play.
Piano has a certain elegance to it.
Yeah, there's just something like that, just like mesmerizing about seeing someone.
Gaunt's Asian side is showing.
It is the Asian side. I don't know, something about hearing like someone who's just really good at the piano just play. There's just something that just moves me in a way that no other like instrument can. And every other instrument has
a saxophone in your face. You never had a saxophone in your face.
Oh no, if I have a saxophone in my face, that's a different kind of like feeling, bro. I'm like bricked
up.
I'm bricked up.
Yo. Yeah. There's a big difference between chakra opening and bricked up.
I just like every time I talk to Kevin, I remember like when Kevin, when I found out Kevin was composing for like Rising of the Shield Hero, and like I've heard isekai soundtracks before, right? And I was like, let's see what Kevin would do, right? And like I watched the first few episodes, and it's just like kind of like the generic kind of fancy things. Then out of nowhere, in this one scene, he just breaks out the fucking saxophone. I'm like, fucking hell, Kevin. Yo, I didn't need to be bricked up in an isekai, man. Kevin, please stop, man. Holy shit.
Now's not the time.
Yeah, now is not the time, Kevin. You're a fucking genius, by the way. That saxophone. Woo.
Yeah, I definitely would want to learn more instruments as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's like there's no reason why. There's no deeper fucking love. It's just I just want
to give it a go.
Something in my head wants me to do that. I don't know.
I want to be like that cool dad or that cool uncle who's just like, yeah, what do you want to do? There's a lot of cool things I can show you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's why I totally get the wanting to have every driving license or like
imagine,
operating
you're
license.
You're like, boys, we're gonna fly? I'll fly it.
No, I haven't.
Even if it's something that's like I'm never gonna like I might use it once in my life. Like I have a forklift license.
No, because like
I'm OSHA certified.
Yeah, it's like it's like fuck. You need a forklift driven? Yeah, I got
turn up to the Amazon warehouse, boys.
Boys, I can do that for you.
My time has come, boys.
Step out of the way.
Step out of the way.
I learned how to drive this thing 30 years ago.
Yeah, because I have an uncle that does have a pilot's license. And
it takes a long time to get. It's expensive to get.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have money.
Yeah.
And time.
And because I think he lives in Australia, and apparently like where
there's huge amounts of
land, so it's actually quite
a lot of small airstrips.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite easy to find a place to get your pilot's license. Still takes a fuck ton of time though.
Gotcha. There's so much exams and stuff as well.
But like, I'm fucking jealous, man, because my nephew is also like in the process of getting his pilot's license, and he's fucking 18. I'm like, fuck you, man. How'd you get to be so cool when you're 18? Fuck you.
That is such a bragging right as well at 18.
Yeah.
It's like, I can fly a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was in university one time, and this guy, he was on my course. His dad was a recreational pilot, just for fun.
Yeah.
He did engineering or something. And his dad would, so to drive from South Wales to like North England, it was like 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go. And he was just like, oh yeah, no, my dad's going to pick me up at the local airport, like it's a tiny little strip, and fly him back. Can you believe that? I was like, God,
that's so cool.
Damn. I was
that's so cool.
I was like, how long is that? It's like, I don't know, like 40, 30 minutes. I'm like, that's fucked up.
The only thing cooler than that is like
you get to fucking skip all this traffic. No fucking luggage fees. Like you just get to fucking go on the fucking tarmac.
The only thing just as cool as that is like a helicopter license, dude.
I want that too.
Yeah, that would be epic. You'd be like, yeah, my dad's coming to pick me up in the helicopter. It's like, son, where are you? Fucking bring the chopper out.
God, I can't remember how it works. I know that I think helicopters are way more expensive. I think.
Yeah.
To get the license?
To have a helicopter.
Oh, to have a helicopter. Yeah, I'm sure.
I think so.
Really? Than a plane? Well, I guess maybe they're not as common, right?
I think the Cessna planes are, obviously they're sort of expensive. I think also, just from my engineering course, I remember this. The way that planes and airplanes are like, I might need to fact check this guy. I think like a plane, it's like, how like a car has miles, right?
Yeah.
We judge a car by like, it's 10,000 miles.
Yeah.
A plane is like the moment it like is done, it starts ticking. Like how long it's allowed to like operate without maintenance and stuff. But I think helicopter is similar to cars. I can't remember.
Or it's miles.
There's something different about it. I remember that
planes have a use by date.
Yeah, the planes literally have like the moment they're done, they start ticking on like, okay, you have to maintenance them every X amount of months or they're not allowed to fly.
Right. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
I would hope so.
And
cars are kind of the same,
that's why you lose a lot of money when the plane is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Because
You need to be actively riding them. Yeah.
If you use a plane every single moment, it's like possible in the air. It like the way that it's checked and the way that it's serviced is no different to if that plane has been in a hangar with no use at all.
Right.
In terms of like how it's cared for. It needs to be like the same kind of service. So that's why a lot of the times when they have planes, it's like go.
Yeah. Use it as much as you can.
Because it's it's fucking expensive to keep a plane going.
Yeah.
What about like a boat license?
I want a boat license. That's way more achievable.
Like a sailor's license, or what are they called?
No, you can sail. You can sail a boat. You
like a yacht license?
Yeah, a lot. Well, it's like a powered.
After
a certain size, I think. I can't remember what it is.
I would definitely go fishing more.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Boat license would be, and boat license is very achievable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if they transfer from like other countries to Japan. I don't know if they do. I know
for sure.
Because that'd be hype.
That would be hype.
Just go and get my boat license in the UK. Be like, how Japan?
Give me the yacht.
Because basically, TLDR, if you come from a foreign country, get your licenses in that foreign country and then transfer them to Japan because it sucks in Japan.
Yeah. And it's funnily enough, a lot of licenses are transferable. You know,
except for Americans.
Unless you do an exam, right?
Certain states, you have to do it. You can transfer it. You have to do an exam and a test.
Oh shit!
You have to do a test still.
Oh wow!
And the test only in Japanese, which fucking sucks.
Ripperonis.